Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Summer has finally arrived here in the deep south. As you can see from the opening shot, it's been raining quite a lot. Anyhow, thanks to everyone who passed a comment last week about their first ever craft beer experience, and we'll be doing a little draw later on for that beer. But anyhow, Apricot Wit beer. It's been in the bottle for about 2.5 weeks. I've got no idea what this is going to be like. Could be quite explosive. So yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah, we'll find out. My trusty bottle opener. Cloudy, but to be expected. That's right, it's not too crazy yet on that head. Definite apricot aroma on the nose. It's pretty good. Cloudy, but it's a wet beer. What do you expect? It's really good. Nice and tart, and it's got some apricot flavour in there for definite. It's got those sort of coarser bubbles from bottle carving, but it's a pretty good beer. Yep, like that. I might brew another 10 litres of that, I think. Not a full 20 litres, it'll be a bit chewy, but 10 will be good. Yum. Good after a run in here. Alright, let's get into this week's Homebrew Wednesday. Yeah, so anyhow, tonight I want to talk about my stuck fermentation that I had. So, about a month ago, I bought one of these. And these are really handy. I know a lot of you guys use these, and I've been using it to check the gravity post boil, during the boil, at the end of the boil, and I've been using it to check the gravity of my beer as it's been fermenting out. And if you notice, when I did my wit beer, I said that it was at, the gravity was at 1025 when I put the apricots in, and last week's beer was stuck at 1025, and then I did some research to figure out why that was, and I've got 2 beers in the fermenter at the moment, and both of them are stuck at 1025, and I thought that I must have had something wrong with my brewing process. I've never had this problem before. So I ended up getting at my hydrometer, and to my surprise, my beers are fully fermented out, down to about 1010, 1009, somewhere around there, or 1011 depending, certain beers. So I didn't actually have a stuck ferment problem at all. My IPA, which tasted fantastic, still tastes fantastic. Probably, I haven't checked that, but I suspect that that's actually fully fermented out as well, and that the flavour that I was getting, the great flavour, was because it was just mashed at a higher temperature, and so I was getting that nicer mouthfeel. So, what am I doing? So I've got some of this, some distilled water, and I'm going to recalibrate it. I did calibrate it last time, but I calibrated it using water that I collected from steam water, which was meant to be distilled as such. So I'm going to recalibrate it, and I'm going to see if that works. Now the problem with this, if it doesn't work, is that I bought this on a place called AliExpress, which is great. I only paid about $33 New Zealand for this, delivered to New Zealand from Hong Kong, as opposed to, we would pay anywhere from $85 to $60 for this in New Zealand. So yeah, basically, there could be a problem with this, or yeah, it could be a problem with this. Simple as that. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I digress. Yeah, so I'm enjoying this drop. This is quite tasty. Yeah, very tart. Yeah, that's Bogans. Yeah, Bogans. So on that note, let's cut to the drawing of the winner. There were 11 entries in total from all around the world, and as promised, those who commented were put in the draw. And simply, I just there's 11, so just 1 to 11, and 1 being the first person to comment, and 11 being the last person to comment, and that was simply how I did it. And picking up from what some other people did, I just downloaded an app and did it on an app. So let's scoot to that right now. Okay, everybody, and so the winning person is number 1. And if I look at my list of people, number 1 is Tiny from Off Tap Brewing. So Tiny, yeah, there'll be some bits and bobs, some beers coming to you. Let's, I'll give you my email address, which you'll find at the bottom of today's video, and send, if you just email me your address, I'll send you some yeast samples, as we call them. Yes, as you can see, I filmed it earlier in the day just because I wanted to sit out here tonight, because it's our first nice day in about 3 weeks here, and sit here and drink my beer. So well done, Tiny. And since it's going to Australia, I've got a few other wee beers here, so I might as well send those with you as well. So well done for that. Okay, so as it stands, pretty happy with where things are at for my brewing process now. I've got my wort and getting my readings correct, getting the right numbers. I've got my fermentation at the right temperature, so we get nice clean flavours. I've now sorted out the clarifying issue with my beer, so my beer's nice and clear now. Big tick, happy with that. The last thing I need to do now is work on bottling kegged beer and CO2 flushing bottles. I've done a few where I haven't CO2 flushed them, and I can taste the difference, and it really affects the beer. So that's my next project, and that's in the next couple of weeks. What my video is going to be about, around building a little system. I'm not going to buy a Blitchen beer gun. I reckon I can do some Kiwi DIY version or system, just as well, cheaper anyhow. So that's where my video is going to be heading in the next few weeks. Fortunately, run out of beer. Next week I'll be drinking Zane Maxwell's beer, his summer ginger hot beer, honey and ginger hot beer. Looking forward to that. Should be ready. You guys have a great home brew Wednesday, and I'll catch you next week. See you later.